Something seriously wrong's going on here. Okay, try to fix this. There we go, we're back again. How odd. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it in that window actually. Maybe that'll fix it. Okay. Okay, so we need to get our way around. Oh, just go right through it.
What is that?
I have a funny feeling Paul's gonna come back with a horrible radiation sickness or something. Oh my gosh. Oh my god, you can't go through there. You're supposed to go though. You're supposed to go over here. Well, I could go there a second ago. Thank you. Just be my guest. So he said.
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Damn, that's what it is. Okay, from Paul to lifeboat maintenance. Greetings, lifeboat personnel. The day has finally come to commence phase 3 of our plan. Tonight I'll be hosting a gala to celebrate this monumental achievement, to which you're all invited. By now you've likely heard of the event that took place earlier today at Riverport Uni. Our path forward has not been impacted by the minor setback. We're ready for what comes next. Your part in the journey has not yet begun, but the onset of the fracture will begin and its new challenges that are worth reiterating. I'm not able to go over many of these issues in details tonight at Gala because many guests will not have knowledge of the lifeboat protocol. As such, I'm including a high-level document outlining key points worth addressing. The path forward, journey ahead, lifeboat protocol, status of the survival program, shifters, dangers awaiting us at the end of time. That sounds awfully bad. R&D tour, our future at work. The path forward. When you were first chosen for the lifeboat protocol, you were sent a package illustrating in great detail of several events that would come to pass. It was stressed that these events were unavoidable. Many of you were reluctant to believe this, but every single one of these events has since occurred, including, to great regret, the onset of the fracture. This provides empirical evidence of my knowledge and understanding of the future, and I trust it has dispelled your doubts. No future event that I have experienced can ever be prevented. This is close to the end of time. It cannot be avoided. It's just... it must be frustrating not being able to do anything about that. However, it can be survived. Survival in the end of time has been the primary mission of Monarch Solutions since its inception. Your loyalty to this cause will be provided invaluable as we move forwards. I know this isn't easy, but in the face of a mutual fact, I cannot speak. Immutable facts. Sacrifices must be made in the name of our survival. From this point forward, we'll have to start making those sacrifices at a rapid pace. While we do know the exact time and date at which the complete end of time will occur. Our knowledge about the escalation, its stutters and time anomalies leading to it will be far less complete. We do, however, know that it will be dangerous. For the first time in 17 years, we are entering a phase of the relative unknown. Adjustments will be made along the way, both in response to the effects of the fracture's progress and to the less cosmic events that we will find ourselves in. We ask for your patience in this trying time. He did not just say that. As long as you're patient, guys. I mean, it's like he's sending a normal email. Just keep it professional. Lifeboat protocol. You're the chosen few who will survive the end of time. When time stops, your journey will continue in the safety of the lifeboat. The Chronon particle harvesting operation is nearing completion. The lifeboat is confirmed to be able to run solely on the Chronon power, as regulated by Chronon Field Regulator. Current data indicates that the lifeboat will remain sustainable for approximately 50 years. Subjective years, of course, as no time at all will pass outside the lifeboat. So this is like an interstellar thing that's going on right now, which is really cool. Nothing to do with relativity, because this makes no sense. Given the preliminary research we have achieved using the CFR, we estimate that it will take at least 2 subjective decades for the lifeboat team to discover a permanent solution for the end of time. At least they have an outline. Given the nature of the problem, this is of course highly speculative, and the solution could prove to be more elusive than we're hoping. However, by the time the lifeboat protocol is activated, we're confident that we'll be able to increase chronon particle reserves and their sustainability to a point where we have a run time of upwards of 200 subjective years. So, but how? You guys are not going to be aging, you have to be reproducing or something. Or to put it another way, if there is a solution to the end of time, I'm 100% confident the lifeboat team will have the necessary time to discover it. Yeah, you have all the time in the world. Shifters. We briefed you all on the danger of chronon disrupted wave function subject, or what we are now briefing to as the shifters. Referring to as the shifters. I have a problem where I can't speak. Sorry, and read. We estimate that they will begin to emerge within stutters, only at the end of time nears. The lifeboat has been tested, and we can say with absolute certainty that the stutter-proof technology will provide that will protect the lifeboat from shifters. See when I read shifters and stutters, this is horrible, and since I can't say stutters because I say stutters. Using a living sample in Dr. Kim's lab, Dr. Kim's dead. We have proven that the shifters cannot manifest without the presence of a stutter. We will make sure that you are transported to the safety of the lifeboat before we arrive. Floor 3 of the lifeboat has been built to house Monarch, Solution, Striker, and Juggernaut squads. Those must be the big guys. A paramilitary unit trained to combat shifters at the end of time. The presence will likely not concern you, however, if an event that travels outside the safety of the lifeboat proves to be necessary for any reason, the Striker teams have been trained to navigate the end of time and successfully eliminate shifters. R&D tour. Tonight we will be sending VIP passes for the gala, which will permit entry to our high security R and D facilities on Gull Island. Many of you are, of course, already intimately familiar with these areas, given your technology and scientific expertise. But those who aren't will undoubtedly find it interesting. You're welcome to join our tour to view the various pieces of tech that Monarch has developed during Phase 2 to prepare for our journey forward. We welcome you to this opportunity to see yourselves that every development necessary for future lifeboat protocol is completely on schedule. Your dedication to our cause will assure our survival. Dark times are coming, but you are a light at the end of the tunnel. Your humanity's salvation and hope. Together, we will survive. Well, ain't that touchy, Paul? Ain't that touchy? Well, it sounds like Paul's got a plan for the end of time, and it's called Lifeboat. So we're gonna, I think we're helping them survive, because they're gonna come up with a plan. Anyways, this is the shifter presentation. Chronon disrupted wave function subjects, aka shifters. Key attributes: they rise to existence, state of quantum superposition. Surrounded by a highly dangerous to start field, highly resistant to energy, to injury. Conventional weapons useless. Why wouldn't they be? Popular at the end of time. Can only exist in zero state. Inside stutters. Appearances likely once fracture process. As a result, shifters cannot enter stutter-proofed areas. Procedures: keep your distance. If not aggressive, do not provoke. Avoid confrontation. Seek cover and sight. Stutter-proofing. Maintaining stutter-proofing at all costs. If forces to engage, assemble superior numbers with chronon tech weapons. Heroics. Fantastic. So, What have we learned, guys? I can't read. Oh, sounds like I'm gonna be out here in a few seconds. I don't think there's anything else to look at. If I could be bothered, I totally would. I can slow this bit. Chop this up. Okay.
The device drained my powers.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Do that in a second. Double check. Yeah, we've read that. Just going through it again. Checking I've definitely collected it all. Because probably rack up those achievements, boys. Yeah, we have done all that anyway, so. Okay, we need
Device
to
drained my powers.
figure out.
We refer to it as a chronon dampener.
Just gotta check. I've got all this stuff. Sorry. Wonder if I can 100% this game, because you see, I've not 100%ed any game so far. I've got plenty of friends that have done it. I'm one of those who haven't. Like, I've got a PlayStation, like the PS5. Oh, figured it out.
Paul visited me in that cell. He said time was a closed loop. Believed the fracture couldn't be fixed. Seeing the scale of that facility made me wonder. Time was ending? What was it all for?
Great question. But yeah, as I was saying, the PS5. I could platinum games on there, but I just haven't yet. Oh boy.
Okay, I gotta get to Dr. Emerald's office.
Oh, how do I do that? Oh yeah, because they can go through time and all that. Forget they've got the ability to. Oh, look at that. Look at that face. Okay. There's Dr. Amaral here. Oh. Oh my goodness. Oh, we got friends. Do you reckon the time blast thing would work? Why have you got your pistol out, Jack? Holy smokes! This What was that? Okay, let's run over here again. See if we can skip this. Because we've already seen that. That was a bit embarrassing.
What the fuck is that thing?
Okay, that's just being small. No! That was just being small. Do it.
Fuck me. That was hardcore.
You think? What's this guy look like? Jeez. I'm gonna kill him. That gun is
Which
powerful.
way is Imran's office?
Every person has a weakness, you know. It's true.
These things were designed like walking tanks.
They weren't for you. Don't flatter yourself.
What's this?
Oh, hello. Let's try that again.
Yeah, let's try that.
Might be able to get out from here.
Yep. Okay, not that way. Do this. Just. Okay, he's over there. These robots.
Guessing this isn't the usual employee route.
No, I don't think it is. I think they got something to help them at least. I don't get how they're frozen. That's the thing that confuses me. I guess all will be revealed, as they say. Oh, and Jack can jump further. Jeez, Jack be nimble, Jack be quick. That was an American Pie reference. Laboratory team schedule. 12 to 9. Jeez. Look at these work hours.
Dr. Amaril's office must be close.
And why did I not expect that?
Dr. Amaril's office must be close.
Let me just get out of that area.
nobody here knows about the mess I made on the way in. Nice job, Beth.
To Clarice from Martin. Paul Serene has become preoccupied with the appearance of Jack Joyce. He has put aside his engagement since tonight's gallows in court to focus on some feeble attempt to convert Jack on our cause. This distraction presents us with the perfect opportunity to push our agenda. Tonight we send Monarch into a state of chaos. Tonight we ensure Paul's downfall. So it was right. Martin really does not have anything nice to say about Paul. I've managed to convince Paul to allow me to deliver the gala speech on his behalf, creating the perfect cover. Steps, I'll be delivering Paul's speech at the gala very soon. I arranged for an inside resource to fire shots in my direction from a vantage halfway through the speech, narrowing missing me on stage. I'm not going to say anything. I'm joking, okay. This will throw the gala into pandemonium and destabilize Monarch to a point where Paul's authority and control of the situation will be called into question. So they're going to do an assassination attempt on himself. Stupid. That's how desperate people can get. More immediately, I will force Monarch to initiate security measures that will lead to Sophia Amaral being locked into the nearby Monarch villa for her protection. They're going to try her. Stetson, because she's the one that's developing the cure for Paul's sickness. Stetson will recalibrate the drone's A7 flight pattern and cause it to crash directly into the villa, killing Sophia Amaral, and therefore removing Paul Serene's only means of developing the treatments necessary for his sickness. I was right. Treatments lab demolition. In the aftermath of Amaral's death, I will head an investigation that will allow me to gain access to Dr. Kim's lab, where the entirety of Paul's treatments are kept. Demolition charges will be planted and every single treatment will be destroyed, with no further treatments forthcoming. Paul will be rendered helpless. With the stutters happening more and more often, I'll predict that Paul's sickness will only take hold within 6 hours of these events. Only then will we make our final move. Wow, look at that. Strip traitors working in your company, Paul. I mean, come on, man. Know your people. I mean, hire less people if you're gonna. If you want to trust them. I mean, with time travel, come on, of all things. From Fiona to. Joyce is in custody. So from Fiona to Beth. Okay. Our plans might actually overlap for once. I'm going to attempt to access Dr. Kim's lab tonight during the gala to find out if he knew about the countermeasure. I think that's her strongest lead. However, if I get inside, I should be able to shut down some of the security measures from inside. The problem is that getting into the lab might prove to be a long shot. Couldn't get hold of Amaral's keys, so I've resorted to shamelessly flirting and in order to find means in it. I'm going to the gala as Charlie Wincott's day in hopes that he might get me inside. That's if he can hold back from punching outside. That's if I can hold back from punching out the douche for that long. Consider this a test of restraint. I know that you think Jack is the key to obtaining the countermeasure. The evidence is really stacking up that Dr. Kim's knew something about the device. All the research he did in that lab's classified. They're hiding something big in there. I'll let you know of what I find. I'd warn you that our plan on the islands sounds reckless, but I'm sure you're fully aware. Keep in mind that the minute Dr. Amaral goes missing, the entirety of the Monarch is going to be hunting you down. She's the only thing keeping Serena alive. He won't let her go without a fight. Keep safe. Now, from Beth. Yeah, oops. I'm sure you noticed that the thing didn't exactly go according to Planet Ground Zero. Seems like a running theme tonight. I can't go into details, but we found something that I believe to be the key to retrieving the countermeasure. The solution is in sight, but we need to kidnap Sophia Amaral in order to get it to work. Jack gave himself up as a part of the plan to get him inside. I'm on the way to release him so that he can get to the Amaral. A poor man's Trojan horse. To say desperate times, desperate measures. What's your status? Any update on the Dr. Kim's lead? We may need your help from inside to pull this off. Any chance you can lower security in and around our R&D facility? To Beth from Fiona. I just got word that Jack Joyce is in the Monarch custody. Walked right into the mansion on Gull Island and gave himself up. What the hell are you up to? If you want my help on the inside, then I need to know what's going on. That's fair. You know, Fiona, that's not a big demand to me. That's pretty normal. Look at that. He's dropped his files. Let's find out what else is going on. People. Appears we have overtaken by events, been overtaken by events, and we have to adjust our plan accordingly. As you know, there are no doubt of where we are on Jack Joyce, and we now have Jack Joyce in custody. He gave himself up earlier today, as Mr. Serene has a personal interest in Joyce and the information he might have. He'll be interrogated. He will be interrogating him at the detention center on the island. Unfortunately, this means that Mr. Serene cannot be there for a speech he was scheduled giving at the gala tonight, so I'll have to stand in for him. If that's what you want, Martin. I have some new security requirements pertaining to that, but I will discuss those with specific individuals in person. Furthermore, be aware that in addition to Joyce, we also have Liam Burke, held at the detention centre. Despite his long service to Monarch, Burke is now considered to be hostile and has already done quite a bit of damage to us. I shouldn't have to say this, but just to be absolutely clear, any orders given by him should be ignored. You just want control. Please ensure that Joyce is ready for Serene. Also, please bear in mind that Joyce is Chronon active and extremely dangerous. He has given himself up to voluntarily, so it's entirely possible he doesn't intend to cause trouble, but let's make sure we're prepared for it if he does. We don't know his motivations, and I would not put it past him to use his surrender as a means to exact a hidden agenda. That's exactly what you're doing. I mean, Maul? Watching too much Star Wars. Paul. No, not Paul. It's Martin. Oh my gosh.
That's Emma's office.
I thought our office was bigger. I'm not the only one that thought that would, right? I need to go find out the other stuff because I'm quite curious.
The Amaral had tried to warn Paul. The end of time was approaching quickly. Less than 24 hours away.
Mr. Serene believed it would take years to run its course. Admittedly, he was wrong.
Oh gosh. With Jack Joyce in our custody, I thought it was relevant to forward you on this message you sent me years ago. Do not underestimate the significance he holds in your life. I understand your concern that he's reluctant to accept the inevitability of what's coming. However, what he sees in the whole picture, he'll have no doubt but to believe it. We all had our doubts once. You know us. You showed us the light. It's like some cult, given time. Well, we have time. From Paul. Sophia, as promised in our latest session, I am going to transcribe what I recall from my dreams. I still have doubts that the exercise will help alleviate my symptoms, but I'm willing to explore the idea further if you truly believe it's in merit. For someone who is not a medical doctor, let alone a mental health professional, you seem to take great interest in my thoughts. Not that I don't appreciate it. Here's my first attempt. I recall a haunting image of 7 red doctors. Each door had a wrought iron handle that was dripping liquid metal onto the ground, creating a pool in the middle of the room. I looked around into the aqueous metallic glow at my feet. I see own glimmering reflections, revealing that I have aged half a lifetime. Startled, I looked back up and discovered that only one door remained. Jack Joyce stood in front of it. The heat in the room was so overwhelming. Jack Joyce sweated profusely, the skin red and peeling open. He began to take him back home, but there were only... The skin red and peeling open. He begged me to take him back home, but there was no door leading home. I opened the only door left and entered, discovered that we were back in the same room. He had just exited. Oh my gosh. He refused to come into terms with us, and he opened the door again. I followed him over and over and over desperately. opening the doors, forever leading us back to where we were. Where we started. Oh my gosh. The heat grew and he howled in pain, begging to know why I made the others disappear, why there was only one path. He begged me to bring them the other doors back. He begged me to take him home. The iron pool burst into flames. Jack screamed in agony. I grabbed him, told him that we needed to learn to endure the heat, to embrace the flame. I knew it would only come to pass eventually. The only way to survive it was to accept the inevitability. My body began swaying rapidly, dancing to the movement of the flames around me until my bones faded out of existence. I surrendered to the fire until we were on the same. Until we were one and the same. Oh my gosh. I was no longer one being in place. In time, my life was force spread evenly across the flames until I was no longer an individual in one's body, but a grander shifting entity. I could feel Jack being consumed within my essence. I felt a power with heat, a clarity of intent. I forgot my desire to return from the flames, because the body that once desired to return was lost forever. I became the very thing that I entered, and it became me, a cynical fury chasing itself. Oh my gosh, how'd you pronounce that? I'm not even going to try. I woke up in a cold sweat. I quickly wrote down words that poisoned my mind in that moment. Delmore Schwartz was right. Time is fire. Time's fire, guys. Let's see. We've looked at the preliminary data on frequency and severity of the stutters and crunched the numbers, and the results are alarming. Original projection gave us years until the fracture reached the point where time breaks down. Completely does not match up the progression of the stutters we're experiencing. Put it simple, stutters are happening more and more frequently, clearly indicating the Meyer-Joyce field is breaking down much faster than we thought. Taking the rate of acceleration, we can hypothesize that there might have as little as 24 hours until we reach the end of time, or the point at which time stops and no longer starts up again. We do not know why the original projection was wrong, and why that data, which we consider to be reliable, coming as it is from Serene, seems to entirely contradict our current findings. Regardless, the main issues seem clear. In order to achieve Monarch's solution's stated goal, the lifeboat protocol should be activated ASAP. Oh my gosh. So it's just, their calculations were completely off. That's the same thing up there.
That there looks like what Beth wanted. Oh shit. Emerald's at the party. This stutter won't last. I better find a way out of here and get to the party.
Something fashionable is a great achievement to call it. Oh my gosh, look at this. Should we read this? Holy crap. It adds to the game, come on guys. Don't be lazy, don't turn off the stream, don't not watch it. Okay, slide one, I'm going to try to be this most exciting as possible. Much of what we know about the shifters is theoretical, based on the observations made by Serene, and the limited experimentation we have been able to conduct on the only subject we have managed to capture. So, they do not seem to have stable physical presence. Rather, the data we are gathering appears to be fragmented and contradictory, as if there were countless versions of the subject occupying the same space. Our current theory is that it somehow exists in a persistent state of quantum superposition. Or to put it another way, please. Or to put it another way, with referring to the famous Schrödinger cat thought experiment, the cat is both dead and alive at the same time. Oh my gosh, so many Schrödinger references. The full mechanics and implications of these exceed our current understanding. On the practical level, it seems to make them highly resistant to injury. It appears that even if the shifter encounters deadly force, it may kill one of its aspects, but because it exists as multiple iterations of itself, including iterations that were not killed by the force, it doesn't stop. Current theory suggests that the only way to stop a shifter is to cause its wave function to collapse. The superposition to a single eigenstate? I don't know. In practical terms, the shifter must be affected with deadly force. enough times for it to run out of healthy versions of itself. As such, direct confrontation with the shifter should be a last resort. Contact with the so am I a shifter? Much of what we know about the shifter is theoretical based on observations by the stream. All of the limited experiments. I don't know what a shifter is. We'll find out. But contact with the shifter is extremely dangerous. We know that they are essentially mobile respiratories of vast amounts of chronon particles, and they can only exist in a zero state, an area which has been completely depleted of chronon particles, typically by a fault in the Meyer-Joyce field, encompasses the universe. Colloquially, we'll refer to these as stutters in time. We know the shifters are hostile to any source of chronon particles other than themselves within stutters, so any chronon active individual with a stutter may find themselves targeted by shifters. It appears that the moment in stutters, by which meaning the very moment of particles within the space in which time flows, not merely the movement of an individual, disturbs them and respond with considerable aggression. As discussed previously, shifters are extremely resistant to damage. They are often quite physically formidable, but their biggest threat is the distortion field around them. Its exact nature is unknown, but we will know it warps properties of space around them, exerting great physical stress, unpredictable forces on its surroundings. Again, in the practical terms, close proximity to a shifter may be fatal if no actual physical contact takes place. So, slide 3. The stutter-proofing technology Monarch Solutions has advanced offers solid protection against shifters. Time flows normally within a stutter-proof area, so shifters simply cannot exist within them. Therefore, as long as stutter-proofing remains active, shifters are not a problem. However, stutter-proofing of a large outside areas is not feasible given our chronon particle budget, so we have developed other technology to defend against shifters, the chronon dampeners. The chronon dampener works by annihilating a free-floating chronon particles within a specific area as shifters. From a hypersaturated with chronon particles, they cannot enter an area in which chronon dampener is active without their wave function collapsing. Therefore, our operatives in the field have a solid portable defense against shifters. Our own technology is shielded against the dampener effects, so activities in stutters undertaken by strikers and other operatives are not hindered. However, as an unfortunate side effect, the dampeners have a crippling effect on individuals who have chronon active without the aid of technology. Accordingly, should Mr. Serene be present, you should always make him aware of these intentions before activating a dampener. You may rest assured that the dampener is not powerful enough to do actual physical harm to Mr. Serene, whose system constantly produces new chronon particles replacing the other ones that are lost. But as the dampener's effects are unpleasant and enervating, such an encounter is likely to be an awkward conversation with future career prospects, so you're going to get fired, in other words. Holy crap, look at the amount of stuff that's here. What was the CFR briefing? So this is what Amaral said. It's no exaggeration to say that the chronon field regulators of the CFR is at the heart of all Monarch's technological advancements. It has taken on a somewhat mythical quality, given its prospects and the vital role it plays in the Lifeboat project, but in actuality the CFR's applications are very practical. Okay, that's not to say that CFR hasn't had a course altering impact on the work that Monarch Solutions does. It's been hugely influential in the developments of both stutter-proofing technology that allows us to shield large areas in effective zero state, enabling time to keep flowing within them, as it stops everything, as well as a smaller personalized application of the smaller technology. The portable chronon harnesses that allow our soldiers and technicians to operate freely within the stutters. We think of Dr. Henry Kim as the father of all this technology, and deservedly so, but for all his brilliance, it was dedication to uncovering the secrets of CFR that allowed him to make his breakthroughs. Despite Kim's hard work, CFR's functionality is not fully understood, and we have not been able to replicate the device. Having more than one of them would obviously be greatly advantageous to us, but we will find ourselves in a precarious position In order to fully investigate, we need to take it apart. Given its immense power, such undertaking would pose obvious risk. Perhaps even more important, there's no guarantee that it would be able to put it back together again. That's what I was thinking. Given that it's vital to its implementation of the Lifeboat Protocol, it's our policy to leave it intact. We do not know, however, the CFR can not only store its immense amounts of chronon particles, it can also tap into the Meyer-Joyce field with a great precision manipulate it. It's the unique ability that our own chronon technology replicates, albeit... Wait, let's read that again. We do know, however, the CFR does not only store an immense amount of chronon particles, it can also tap into the Meyer-Joyce field. Okay. And with a great precision manipulate it. It's a unique ability that our own chronon technology replicates, albeit at far less control and efficiency. Also, what makes the Lifeboat Protocol a reality by itself, such proofing technology is powerful and reliable, but its chronon particle consumption is high and increasing at an alarming rate as we widen the volume of space and stutter-proofing covers. This would, on the face of it, make stutter-proofing a very temporary solution indeed, one that could perhaps buy us subjective weeks once enter a permanent zero state, but which would ultimately only delay the inevitable. However, the CFR changes all of that when the permanent solution stutter-proofing installed in the lifeboat, indeed the very stutter-proofing that makes the lifeboat in the first place, is directed at the CFR. The system becomes vastly more efficient. Our chronon particle consumption is reduced to around 1% of what is otherwise would be given the chronon particles are hard to source. Even at the ground zero installation, and their stockpiles are decidedly delicate. Decidedly limited. This means that the CFR makes the difference between lifeboat being a temporary stopgap solution or a very, very long-term undertaking that hopefully allows us to eventually find a solution to the end of time. You know what this means? This just means this could have all been avoided had little Serene just decided to maybe not do that thing with him. I mean, come on. How hard can it be? Oh, wait, what was over here?
What you were speaking?
I'm reading that out loud so I can understand it. I'm recording this, so...
Sorry. Wait, I'm not going to speak. I'll just...
Quite expensive piece of tech you stole.
Bill me. I knew Beth's cover wouldn't last long. Had to get it to her at the party before it was too late.
There we go. Let's go downstairs. Oh boy. Why is that still up there? That's over there. It's been ages that's been up. There's nothing in here. Oh wait, there is. Although I've been informed that the Time Machine core we obtained from the university has reached Monarch HQ successfully, and it's currently being installed into the new Time Machine corridor system we have constructed there. As you know, the core of the Time Machine is the Time Machine. Excuse me? As you know, the core of the Time Machine is the Time Machine. The corridor around it is merely a user interface. This means, of course, that once the system installation is complete, we have effectively moved the Time Machine from the university onto the Monarch HQ. That said, we don't intend to use it. Let me repeat that. There are no current plans to use the Time Machine. We are not sure how safe it would be to use, given that its initial activation has caused the fracture. I personally believe that now that the core has been activated, further use would be safe. But make no mistake, this is a hypothesis, not a proven fact. We know that the Time Machine taps into the universal Meyer-Joyce field, and somehow that connection has caused the fracture in the field. Apparently because of misconfiguration. We are looking into the specifics, but until we know for sure, it would be irresponsible to use a Time Machine. However, having it in place gives us a degree of control. It allows us in an emergency to travel backwards, although we obviously cannot go further in time than the time of his activation last night, or forwards as might be required. Obviously, being fully secured, our building's restricted area on the top floor also means that nobody else can use the Time Machine. See about that. I have to reiterate that the only person who may authorize to use the Time Machine is Paul Serene. I do not have the authority. Martin Hatch does not have the authority. The only person who does is Mr. Serene. He takes this issue very seriously, and I strongly suggest that you do the same. Okay. Well, Sophie is clearly on Serene's side. Look at that. What? So why is her hand moving like that? Do it again, do it again, do it again, do it again. Check out post contact. Who are we working with? Oh, not this Charlie guy. Well, as far as the university thing goes, I can't really talk about that. I mean, yeah, obviously I know. I'm like the first person to talk to about something like that, but it's classified. I'm sure as hell I wouldn't put that down in an email. So maybe you should just come down and talk with me, you know? If I was free to talk about it, which I'm obviously not, bring food. Seriously, I can't talk about it. I don't want to know how you know about it, but you should still bring me food. Not sausages. Don't make this weird. Charlie. From Fiona. Jesus, Charlie. I can tell you're a man of great sophistication. Did you major in smooth talk or... Actually, hey, speaking of education, I heard rumours about the op coming up at the university. I know you know, because you always know about that sort of stuff. Sounds pretty serious. What the hell's all that about? From Charlie. So I had a dream about you last night. It wasn't anything bad, don't worry. But it was pretty fucking weird. Let's just say that if you're a second mouth hidden under your arm, that keeps on insisting the international stock market being controlled by the Pittsburgh Steelers. This would be a real good time to tell me. I mean, I don't usually have premonitions or anything. I don't believe that crap, but just the same, I'd hate for that one to turn out to be true. Oh, and also, that mouth eats nothing but sausages. Real chompy chomp style. So you know, there's probably nothing Freudian happening there. Just want you to know what you're up to. Charlie's a bit of a weirdo, isn't he? Why is Fiona even responding to him? Come on. How do we get through? Let's go through here. What's this?
Guns made to operate in a stutter. Paul had clear priorities. When time ends, guns don't.
Ain't that the truth? No way to stop guns. What the heck?
The Monarch combat gear was unwieldy. What I'd taken from Dr. Amaral's office was much lighter. Almost like a civilian model.
Well, we don't need big and bulky, do we?
Oh, dude. Come on, your work.
Measures religious singles, pure thrills for the pure heart. Find your soulmate, meet the one you meant for you. Abstain together, enjoy the tension. There's room for all in the closest of the Lord. Is that a Christian dating website? Okay, it's not long. Thank you for the update. We do not require the time machine to be activated in the near future, but from this point forward, I want technicians on standby. Our plan requires absolute control. This is what the time machine represents. More than anything, we want to protect the time machine from falling into the hands of our enemies. Well, Martin's your enemy. We have to deny them the opportunity to disrupt our plans. We may not be able to change the past, but if my travels have proven anything, is that the past can help us prepare for the steps to come. Those steps will be made very soon. Clear very soon. So this is from Kara. Paul, the time machine core has successfully been transported to the HQ and installed in the Monarch time machine frame on the top floor of the tower. The crew is getting restless. They really need some insight into the next steps. I understand the details of your plan remain confidential for a reason, but any information you give us would be extremely helpful. So they're being completely kept in the dark about this stuff. How are you supposed to do your job when that's happening? What's this? Lifeboat located in Monarch HQ, completely starproof. So it's just like, change plans. Okay. Wait, what? What did I say? Change of plans. Mr. H will give the LB activation prep speech instead of SS.
Garage.
What?
Sounds like a way out of this place.
Look at this.
All I had to do was make it through the garage. Seems simple enough.
Seems simple enough. Oh, I've just activated already.
Is it true that Hatch got shot?
Is it?
Shot at anyway.
Is it?
Right on stage.
Wait, can I do it?
It's fucked up.
Oh no! I just about did it as well. Trying to fly.
All personnel. Jack Joyce has escaped custody and is now present at the R&D facility garage. Repeat, Jack Joyce has escaped custody. He needs to be neutralized at all costs.
Headshot. How many headshots now? Fuck. Quite a few apparently.
Thanks for the heads up.
Bye-bye.
Engaging. Over. Copy that. All units. Target
Try to see if we can get a achievement for headshots. Oh, no, headshots, guys. That's sad. Actually, let's see what the achievement for headshots looks like. Um,
problem's not gonna make my life any easier. There's gotta be a way out of here.
Where's the way out? Oh, this way. Heavy pistol. Should we take it? I think we should. Oh boy, Juggernaut. But we've seen these guys before.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
That was close.
That's what I'm talking about.
Was that really close? What? I just dropped the weapon. Oh, no. Just checking.
Beth, I got that device for you, but Dr. Emerald's at the party.
Where's Beth?
Yeah, I just spotted her. Wanna be my date?
Yeah, save me that cocktail lean. I'll make my way there.
That's
They
what
say
she
Hatch
promised.
getting shot at was an insider job. Might create a window for us, but Serena's looking for you. Remember what we said. I'll keep him occupied. Make sure you stay out of it.
Beth, I got something.
What's the time stop thing? Let's check. What? Bye-bye. That was
That's the last
chaos. Yeah, he's all wait, that's her back. Nah, I don't see anything.
Good evening, Riverport. It's Teresa here again. I've got a fresh bagel and a big cup of coffee, and
I need the exact
Okay.
coordinates for Joyce ASAP. Monarch Actual is moving into intercept. This is Home Guard 5. Just spotted him entering the tunnel system out.
What?
Huh. Again.
Let's reverse. Oh, never mind. Let's see, what does this do? Time shield's alright. Time blast's pretty cool. Simply because I want the achievement, I'm gonna go bigger size for a time stop. Oh wait, that's 2. Let's just save it. So where are we gonna go then? I have to go in here.
I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there.
Are we not? Oh, I thought we were really close to it.
I could see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
That didn't happen. Let's again, shall we?
I could see the mansion where the gala was. I had to find a way to get there. I could see the energy field of another Monarch Chronon dampener. It would drain my powers. I'd have to find a way to shut it off.
My powers won't work within that sphere. I better be careful. Security's tight. Maybe you want to shut that machine off.
Where's the machine? Okay.
Somebody get Serene back here!
Okay, okay.
This is the rest of these black. Is it? Is it? Oh. Up here. Is it? Oh wait, no, it's down here. Oops.
Yeah.
There we
Now
go.
we're talking.
And go.
You were headed for the party. What was your plan?
I needed to get to Dr. Amaral before the stutter ended and Monarch found out I was coming.
I thought built to jump. This is confusing. One sec. Why is it coming from that way? Okay. Maybe. Wait, let's go one more plan. Okay, there we go. Thought so. Make sure I don't get run over by that. Get to the party. Okay.
Beth should be here somewhere.
Well, she
Need
should
to get to her before the stutter ends.
A traitor fired shots during Mr. Hatch's speech. I
Oh.
assume this was Beth Wilder.
But we both know it wasn't.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was
Hatch
Mark.
wanted to send Monarch into a state of disarray. Best way to avoid blame? Look like the target.
Yep. Honestly, corrupt. Oh yeah, I can unfreeze her.
What the?
Easy, 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 Beth. Hey. It's okay.
Keep everything else the
It's
same.
me.
Jesus. Look at all this.
Oh, this is your style. These people have no idea. I'd be shitting at half of Paul's little amusement park.
Yeah, well, Monarch does. I don't think my cover's gonna last.
Yeah, well, I don't think it would do much good for the next part anyway.
Okay, Dr. Amaril's somewhere inside the mansion. Let's go grab her.
Follow Beth.
Bit of luck, we can be gone before
this
anybody
looks sick.
notices.
Too much
Okay,
attack.
lead the way.
Too many cocktails.
What's our plan once we grab her?
There's a boat dock right outside the mansion.
Okay, we can make that work.
Okay, well, let's go.
Oh, shit!
Oh, there's a drone.
Drone!
What?
In the wrong place at the wrong time. Literally.
Ah. No time for Joe's Jack.
Jack, Dr. Amaril's in there.
Okay.
We need to get her out before time comes
Let's
back.
go, let's go. Okay, how did I get in here? Seriously. Okay, I've got one idea.
We shouldn't wait. Let's...
I can go in before you were there. FBI, open up!
Jack, get her moving before time kicks back in and that drone
On a
turns us
yoga
into
pose.
paste.
Let's get to it, Doctor.
What? Oh no. That's gonna be good. It's really happening. You're Jack Joyce. You're here to kill me.
No, but you're coming with us. We need your expertise.
No.
I'm not asking.
Well, that doesn't help your case, does it?
Collapsing!
Now, that doesn't prove his innocence out of what does. Apart from the fact it's just pulling it out.
Oh, where's the damn boat?
It's right there.
Oh,
Okay, go! Get her on the boat.
Come on, Doctor! Hurry up! You'll never get away with this. Get in!
Joyce! Somehow we got right past them.
okay, where's our...
Jack, they're closing the gate.
I'll take care of it. Get going the second you can, okay? Gotta move. Start searching.
Let's do this. Oh, I forget that thing doesn't work.
Take cover. Right here. Friendly kill.
There's way too much firepower around.
Next week.
Assholes are gonna sink us if you don't take care of us first.
Leave it to me.
Maybe you can just slip through that. I will ban this one. I'm gonna have to hide behind the bar.
just go. We went to all this trouble to grab her.
Press forward. Sniper cover.
I'm counting on you to keep her alive. Make my own way out.
My plan was simple. There's a bridge to the mainland. Fight my way through anything Monarch would throw at me and steal a car. Drive it back to the swimming pool.
Remember, get your ass alive for the next part.
Shit.
I am all over you. Better wipe your fingers.
I got a visual.
Yeah, that's what I wanted. Getting those Xbox achievements, baby. Oh yeah, of course. Oh, that's the Juggernaut again. Better wait for that thing to come.
Backup. It's Joyce. Over.
Target has been spotted.
Changing out. HQ, we're dropping like flies. Over.
I'm not hitting it. Ah, still that he's not big. Yeah, I'm not gonna do that. Does he have an LNG? Big fat guy. There we go. Perfect time to start it up. Again. Let's see how close I am to this achievement. Okay, we're getting closer with that. Did I unlock that? What? Nope. 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 Just don't wanna. Just don't, Josh. I just don't wanna. I'd rather play Quantum Break. Nope. Josh. Josh, your thing doesn't work. Josh, your Minecraft doesn't work. That's not my fault. Josh, your Minecraft doesn't work. That's not my fault. Josh, your Minecraft doesn't work. That's not my fault. Josh, okay, let me do that again. Okay. Go to next. I swear I need to get that cheap. Where is that achievement though? Is there a recent achievement section? Let me see. Time stop for 5 minutes. time rushed for a total of 100 meters. So I don't have it yet. I had that check. I had that achievement. I saw it. Use time bullets to stack. Okay, so I'm nearly there now. Let me turn the achievement tracker off. That's super annoying. There we go. Another one.
With Beth and Dr. Amaral clear, it was time for me to get gone.
Yeah.
For that, I needed wheels.
You need wheels. Let's drive.
Valet parking.
Driving fast
Beloved
on
by
my
car
car.
thieves everywhere.
Fantastic. Whose key are we gonna steal? Is this the end of it? 3? Yeah. Wait, is that who I think it is?